I'm with Tyler Chambers. Another cup final. Unfortunately, another defeat. This time 2-1 against Croydon Athletic.
Yeah.
Safe to say we didn't play our best tonight. Would you agree?
I completely agree. I thought the first half was very, very one-dimensional. I think we were kind of pinging the ball hopelessly towards the front three. With no luck, it kept coming back. I think we was bypassing the midfield three, who are probably three of our more talented players. And I think they had the better of the chances in the first half. So the first half certainly didn't go to how we would have wanted it to.
It looked like we got a bit of a boost right at the end of the half when their lad got sent off. Silly really having been booked once to then step across a free kick. I don't think they can have any complaints about that. But even though we had that extra man at the start of the second half, we never really got the ball wide. It was very narrow again. And we just never really looked as if we were going to score.
No, I think, sometimes they say it's harder to play against 10 men than it is 11. They organised themselves very well. They put men behind the ball as soon as they lost it. And we did have two really good chances. George Baker, I think, had both of them actually, a 1-on-1 with the keeper and a header. And, on a different day you bury those, you're 2-0 up playing against 10 men and the game opens up quite a lot. But
yeah, I think you're right there. I mean, George is through 1-on-1. To be fair, the keeper's made a really good save.
Yeah.
And then almost immediately they've broken. Lads got free on the left-hand side. Good little bit of play. Square across the box. Simple tap in for 1-0. Second goal, I mean, it's a miss-it cross, really, isn't it? Nothing you can do about that.
No.
But we responded quite well after that. We hit the crossbar.
Yeah.
I think that was Sam Brown. Casey had a strike that was well saved.
Yes.
And then obviously we got the ball into the box. Nice little flick on, I think, by Charlie, and a good finish by Mason.
Yeah, I think it was a good interplay there by Alfie Carney and Mason. They were passing it between each other, and I just really wanted one of them to hit it. And obviously they did. The ball went in and it got us back in the game. But like I said to the boys in the change rooms, it's football. Sometimes you deserve to win 5-0 and you come away on the back of a 1-0 defeat. And I think a lot of them, this is a great lesson going into senior football next year. That sometimes it just doesn't go your way.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, if I know we've got a few players who are a bit upset about how things have gone tonight, but for those of them that want to stick around and want to progress, it's a good learning curve. I mean, we've said it before, but it is a good learning curve. Often you find out a little bit more about yourself in the face of a little bit of adversity.
Yeah, 110%. Some of the players really did kind of dig in and roll their sleeves up tonight. Mason Seagrove, Daney, Sam Brown, Billy Vanstone, I thought were particularly excellent in the second half. Going forward, defending, battling, which is exactly what we wanted from the boys during the half-time team talk. We questioned a little bit of effort and desire. Croydon were physically stronger than us and a little bit maybe better aerially, but it doesn't kind of stop you throwing yourself in the way and challenging for the ball, which is what we didn't do. So yeah, I think there were a few characters that come out tonight that obviously Darren was watching, so I'm sure he'll be pleased for next season.
Definitely. It goes without saying we do have to touch on what happened after our goal.
Yes.
Charlie Reid sees red for trying to get the ball out of the back of the net and appearing to be kicked and punched by several players. And then it just became a free-for-all. There were supporters, there was subs, there was management, everyone on the pitch, everyone trying to get at each other. There was a big pile-up in the middle, and then there were lots of little separate one-on-one incidences. What are your thoughts?
I mean, trying to be a neutral here and completely honest, I didn't see the actual initial incident. We just scored. I turned to Mark and Trevor and I wanted to have a chat about how we was going to go forward. All I saw was kind of the result in melee of players. I think it was disgraceful from both sets of players. It's a development match. It's a cup final. You've got quite a big crowd here. You've got a lot of the league committee here. So I think it was quite a bad way to act in front of such a large crowd. But then again, I also think that the officials dealt with it horrendously. The referee was poor throughout. The two linesmen didn't really help. There was quite a clear incident which I did see on the halfway line, Sam Brown running the ball back to the halfway line. The striker takes a clean swipe at him in front of the linesman and goes completely unpunished. There's no place for that in football. Senior, junior, development, anything. And I think with a stronger set of officials, if the league would have appointed that, then I think that would have been cleared up a lot quicker than it was with the four that we had.
Yeah, I think you're spot on there. I mean, nobody came out of it with any credit.
No.
Yes, it's an emotional game, and yes, it's a cup final, and tempers are sort of up and adrenaline's up. But you've got to be able to have a little bit of self-control. It's, as you say, with all the league officials here, it doesn't reflect well on either club.
No, it doesn't. You know, no one's going to come out of that with any saving grace. You know, the under-21s this year has been an experiment for the league. You know, there's only been 5 or 6 teams uptake it, and you know, if they look at this, you know, and think of next season, then they're probably going to question themselves: is it really worth running again? You know, with the uptake and the attitude here tonight. But you know, like I said, I think that the league have to take part to blame with that. You know, if this was the 4 officials that they wanted to appoint to a cup final, then they did get it really, really wrong tonight.
Okay. Obviously, 2 cup final defeats is disappointing.
Yeah.
However, we are, I think, 2 points off top in the league, or
2 or 3 points.
With a couple of games in hand. So you've got to be confident going into that.
Yeah, of course. You know, no one wants to preempt what's going to happen, but you would hope that we can secure the league title. And you know, it has been 2 cup defeats, but it's also been a hugely successful season, as I said beforehand.
Yeah.
You know, we're blooding 16, 17, 18-year-olds in, and it is an under-21 league. So people like Jayden Alfie-Carney are playing 5 years above their age. You know, they're playing against first-team players from CB Hounslow and Bagshot and Chesnut and Hook, and they're holding their own. So no, it's you know, the cup final defeats are very, very disappointing. But you know, overall as the season, you know, even if we do go on to somehow not win the league, you know, in my eyes, it's still been a successful season because boys have pushed into the first team, and that's what we're here for.
Brilliant. Totally agree with you. Thank you very much, Tyler. And let's go and get a drink.
Thank you.